Hi everyone, this is Prem Acharya from Dented Code. Welcome back to my Create CRM Ticket System from Scratch series. In previous tutorial, we created layout, dashboard and add new ticket page. And in this tutorial, we are going to create this ticket listing page where you will have a ticket in a table form and then you can search the ticket from that form. And also, we will have a ticket landing page where you will see the quick summary of the ticket and also the message history, and also you would be able to reply message on the ticket. And hey, if you are here for the first time, I create tutorial related to programming and web development. If you are interested in programming and web development, please subscribe the channel and turn on all the notifications so that you don't miss any of my tutorial like this. Okay, so let's jump into the VS Code and start writing code. Okay guys, so let's start working on ticket listing page and then ticket landing page. So let's work on ticket listing page first. So we got our application running, I guess. Yeah. Okay, this is where we left off last time. So let's continue from here. So to do that, what we're going to do, we're going to create a ticket listing page, and then we will have our table component brought into the ticket listing page. So let's create the ticket listing page. Okay, so let's go to our folder structure where, okay, let me close all of this one. So let's go to our page where we will be creating listing page, ticket listing, and inside create a file called listing or list.page.js. I want to change listing to list as well. Okay, inside the ticket listing page, let's quickly create the React arrow function. Let's get the container row and call first from the react-bootstrap. Call, and we gonna need the container, and inside the container we need row. This one we going to use for the breadcrumb. And inside we will have our breadcrumb. If you remember, we created before, and the page we are going to mark as active is ticket list, and close it up. Let's go to apps here, and again guys, we are going to have React router to route through this page, but till then we're going to just comment out the other page and just display page whichever we were working on. So we need, what's the page name again? Not that page, so ticket list. Ticket list. And save. Breadcrumb. Okay, that's page breadcrumb, not breadcrumb. That's this one. So no, we don't need that. So we need page breadcrumb. Yeah, that's the one from the component. Now we have a ticket listing page here. So we're going to have a add new ticket option here as well as the search form here. So let's create another row that will hold 2 columns instead of 1. Yeah, we're gonna have a button. A new ticket, and we're gonna have another column. So we're gonna have 2 columns. One for the search form. So search form will make a component and we will import here. Yeah, and okay, let's go to component and create a search form. search form and create a component file called search form.component.js. It's a React functional arrow functional component again, and this name is search form. So what we're gonna have here is just a form. So we're gonna need form from our React Bootstrap. We need form, and let's create a form here quickly. Form. Inside we need a form group, and I want as row, so I need to create row as well here. A row and call as well as row, and inside create a form label, form.label search, and this one mark as volume, and the grid I'll just put 2 maybe for now, and cool, yeah. And now do the form control, and the name will be search search string type text, and place folder is search. There you go. Self closing tag. Also in this call I need to define the size of the row. That's 9. Actually we don't need to pass as a JavaScript object, sorry, JavaScript. We can just keep as a string that one too. Okay, form label, why this one here should be form only. Form closing, form group closing. Okay, just save that one. Let's import this one in our ticket page. Where is the search form? Here. Here is the search form. Okay, we got the search form here. Actually, I think let's make it more 2 and 10. Okay, we definitely need on change event, so I'll just pass the handle on change and the str. So this one we haven't created yet, we will create in a second. So what we do here, we just provide this on change event, provide this function so that we can receive the text, and for the value provide the string. Since we are receiving props, maybe we want to use props types as well. So you probably can see now there is like kind of redundant, same thing doing over and over again now, but for different purpose. What else to do? Okay, props type, sorry. Prop type, and get that props type in search form. Go at the bottom of the page, search form dot prop types equals to object. So we need handle on change and string to be checked. So what I'm gonna do, handle on string is the prop types of function which is required, and then we do the same thing with the string. So prop type dot string, string dot is required. So with that we got everything we need on this page. Now simply we can call this function and pass this parameter. So in our search form, where we call the search form, let's pass this to parameter as a props. So I'm gonna give the same name as the props name, but we have not created them yet, guys, remember. Okay, now we go create this both. Now so we go here and create crunch. What's the name? Handle on change, handle on change, receive the event, and simply console log e dot target. Okay, this one is done. Now string, we have to define the state. For that, let's do use state and then give a str for this state string for variable, set string for the function to update this variable. Initial state, we just give an empty string, and when we use state like that, we need to import use state from React. So we import that, and we're gonna need use effect as well. So let's bring that too, and let's quickly define here use effect as well. So every time we have this string straight, update that component. Sorry, this string, update on this string, update the component, re-render the component. So, and every time we receive the value, we set the value. So simply say set event handle change, and we get e dot target dot value. And just to check, what we can do is we can go back here and try to console out string and see now you can see that every time we type something, it's updating. Okay, let's leave that, and now let's leave that, and I'm gonna move this, save the file, I'm gonna close this, and now I will provide the horizontal line for the separation, and I'm gonna have another column now, the row for the table. So we're going to import a component, table component. Oh, actually we already have a table component. Remember, we created ticket listing table for our dashboard. Where is it on component ticket table. So this is the one we can use it. Actually, I'm gonna call this and just call here simply, and of course we need to import it. Yes, hope that will import for me. Did it import? Yes, it did. Okay, save it. Let's see what are the errors we get now. Cannot read property length of undefined. Okay, that means in the ticket table I need to pass the tickets list, right? So I'm gonna simply import the ticket from our dummy ticket. If you don't remember, we're creating under the assets dummy ticket.json file. Let's import that. And simply pass this tickets to our table. There you go. Our table is done. So I want a little bit gap here just to have that gap on button row. This one, I want class. Margin top 4. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is oops, there is something wrong. the subject is missing, so that means the property is not there. Didn't realize that. Okay, subject is not there. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's quickly insert subject to all of them. So what I'm gonna do here, at once subject issue with SSLs. Yeah. Okay, hang on. Yeah. Okay, it's the same thing repeating, but that's fine. This is just for dummy data. So what we're gonna have here is we're going to search the ticket here, and we will update this ticket based on our search. Okay, let's close that. Looks like this is, let me quickly check. This one is SM, not MS. Sorry about that. And I'm gonna have like 2 and 10, maybe 3 and 9. Okay, now looks better. Now let's work on the search function. So we have already received the text from the search here on the search form. Yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do, basically every time we receive the text from search, we will going to filter the object, and then we will display in our ticket. So yeah, we receive the value on change every time, right? So what we can do, we can basically filter the tickets from here. So to do that, let's create the function that handles the searching search ticket. So let's say const ticket str for string, and okay, we got the string. So from this string we already have a ticket, right? Let's get the ticket filtered from here. So const display tickets equals to, so actually not here, in search ticket. So display ticket, we're going to filter from here. So the ticket, this is a list plus dot filter. We're going to use filter will have a row, and inside the row, okay, we don't have to go inside. So what we're going to do is, I'm gonna get the object from the row dot subject. I want to make it to lowercase, this one to lowercase, and dot includes the search string str, and let's make the search string is to lower as well, so that even if it is like it's like case insensitive search. So there we go, our ticket that we want to display here. And let's create a state again for the displaying ticket. Okay, I'm gonna put that for now, and we need set this ticket. So let's set this one here, just leave empty array for now, and update this ticket from here. Set the display ticket, and again we need use effect, where we need to pass this state value as well. So if this ticket updates, then update the content. And at the beginning of loading, we also need to set the ticket to display ticket, so that it renders all before searching here. So we're not sending the tickets, but now we will be sending the display tickets instead, because this one will be the filtered ticket later. Let me quickly go through search ticket. We have to call the search ticket and pass the value. Let's take the value out first. Const value equals to e dot target dot value, and I can simply say update the value first and then pass this update the state and then do the search. So now let's see if there is any error, and make sure we are sending the right data type. Ticket is, what did we say here on the ticket table? We haven't used props type. Let's use props type. Ticket is array. So okay, let's see in our console. So far no error, just a warning. A ticket never used, that's fine. So let's do, okay, let's change something here so that they are different from each other. Let's go to dummy ticket and let's make top, yeah, say, okay, actually email certificate expired, and then issue with email. So, and say pressing. Okay, let's try to search based on this ticket. So okay, saying row subject to lowercase includes is not a function. First thing first, let's go and fix that. Here, what we do is if the ticket dot, if not ticket length, we just return it. Let's go to our ticket list page. Okay, we are probably not getting value here. Okay, here, not target dot value, so it has to be e.target and then value. You don't have to say that. This is a string coming from our JSON file, includes string, oh, not the lowercase of whole function, the lowercase of the string which is inside the function. I think that's the one complaining us. Let's, the email seems good now. Let's search for email. Okay, it's working here, but table is not updated. I can see in our console 2 tickets with the email and email here. So let's see why it's not updating, right? Okay, I think, yeah. Okay, every time the form reloads, it's setting up our full ticket. So this is definitely not right way. So we are not setting up this ticket inside the effect. So rather, I don't know why I did so silly stuff. Okay, it must be in the as an initial ticket. So no idea why I did that. But we definitely need the variable to tell that whenever the variable is updated, update this the re-render the component. So every time re-rendering component, the use effect, whatever function you write inside here will run first. So it is running and setting up the whole ticket again. So that means there's no effect on search. Whatever happens, but at the end, updates with the full tickets. So now what we are doing is we passing as an initial parameter here, and then every time we are searching, every time we are searching, we are filtering the subject, which includes the search text. So let's save this file and give it a try. Should work. Oh yes, it's working now. See, when I search for email, when I delete it, there is nothing, whole ticket is showing. Let's say we got 10 ticket here, let's say 10. We do issue here, for example. See, we got 9 because 9 of them, all of them have issue here. So it's really cool feature to have it on the table like this. So again, email, yeah, and if you search something that doesn't exist, say it says no ticket, so brilliant. So now we reuse the component ticket table, but we filter the ticket based on the subject, which is search here, and then pass to the table and update the table. Great. So the ticket list table is done as well. Let me quickly remove this console, making too crowd on the console here. Okay, so yeah, our ticket listing page is done as well. So yeah, I'm gonna leave as it is. So let's see. Okay, modified, and new file. Okay, looks good. All git commit added the ticket lists page. Okay, that is done as well. So in our Trello board, one more task less. So what we can do now is our ticket listing page UI is done. Let's do the ticket landing page. This is a little bit exciting too. Okay, the ticket listing list is done. So let's work on our display ticket and reply ticket, which should looks something like this one. So we'll have a quick ticket conversation, the quick ticket detail, close ticket button, and the conversation history and the reply button. So it's gonna be a little bit or slightly different from what it looks here. So let's work on something like this. So let's go to our ticket here and let's start creating a page. So first I will go to our page here and I will create a ticket folder. Simply I'll say ticket only and create a file called ticket.page.js, and this is also React arrow functional component. And here we will have again few things from react-bootstrap. We definitely need container, row and column, and let's do container, row and col for our page breadcrumb. Let's import our page breadcrumb, and the page props we'll be passing is ticket because this is individual ticket. So I'm just gonna say ticket and then close it. This one is not imported yet. Let's import, save that file. Let's view this one through our app.js. As you know already, we have to comment this out just because we are going to use React router in next video. Till then we are just doing the view only. Okay, so let's import this ticket here as well. Save the file. Now this one should be updated to our ticket page. Okay, so seems like we did not provide the correct parameter. Okay, let's go, not ticket, that's not the variable. We should be passing string. Okay, we got the ticket here. So we need some information here and close button here. So we need 2 column. Let's work on that. Create 1 row with 2 column. One is here. I'm gonna have I think subject, and we're gonna need 3 of this one. Subject, if I'm not wrong. Subject, ticket open date and status. I'll just say date and plus I'll just create for now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it or not. So yeah, I'll just put, okay, so where are we gonna get that? Let's say let's put something so that it displays on the screen. Let's create another column on the button here. Close ticket. So we need button here. Let's keep the variant. I'm gonna give outlined info, not outlined, sorry, outline info, outline, oh you dear. Oh, okay, button, and the basic info is done. The information here will be based on a individual ticket. So here we need to find a way to get the individual ticket. Basically what happens when we integrate with our API, we on page load, we will fetch the data from the server, from the API, and then update to our component. But in our case here testing, what we can do, basically import, go to assets, go to data, and go to dummy data. This is the tickets, list of tickets. So we'll just get one ticket for now. Once ticket equals to get the first ticket from the array. Okay, this is, we got the predefined tickets here. We're just pulling one ticket out of our list of ticket here. Okay, let's use that ticket and say subject is ticket.subject. Just want to copy this one basically. Issue date, I think, and detail or details. Okay, status, edit on, sorry. We need those ones. So I need status and the so we got that information here. So okay, we got that information here. I just want to get here class name, font, text, weight boulder, and text secondary. Okay, and let's push this ticket to the right. So simply give a class name of text right. Oh, should push the ticket to the right here. Okay, the top part is done. Now we need the conversation part and the bottom part. So we'll make one component for this conversation part and one component for this the submit button part. So we will make a component. Let's create a component first and create a folder called message history, and inside create a file called message history.comp.js, and inside again usual stuff. So we will receive a message here that we are going to display like that. So I'm going to write in short form message. Let's get props type as well, types, and then quickly do the MSC is the object. So let's do props type dot object dot is required, so that if there is anything we can see in our console, any problem. Okay, so here what we're gonna need is I'm gonna give a class name history just for now, and in our message we have two sections. One is a message section, one is the sender message section, and one is the actual message section. I'm going to create another div with send class name. This is the message in the one side, and the other side we will have a message of actually message. And inside here we have a sender and another one will have a date. So, and this is the actual message. we need a message history. So this is what we're gonna need in, let's just simply put something so that we see something on the screen. Let's import message history in our ticket page in new row. Okay, we're gonna have some warning here. Just ignore that for now. We got something showing here, but we don't have the actual message right in our ticket. So let's go to a ticket and create some message there. First ticket. In our first ticket, so here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a object property called history. History means the history of the communication, and this is array because we will have a list of the object of every conversation. So here I'm gonna keep the date. For example, I'm just gonna keep some quick data. I'm gonna do it quickly and then I'll explain you. Okay, this is going to happen. So every response has a message and date and who messaged it. Is that client or operator? So let's make 3 or 4 of this copy, or 3 enough. So client, let's say operator and client. So this is the message in history. So that means we have this message conversation in our ticket here. So which we can see by simply message here. Let's pass that ticket, this ticket, and we access the history portion and send it to message history. And here we can console log and see if we are getting. Okay, let's see the error now. Okay, see we have the message coming, right? This type is supply array, but message stress set object. Okay, mine to be array this one. I just put by mistake that object. Okay, we got that message. Now let's print it out here. So we can see, now we need to map it. Okay, if there is nothing coming on the map, simply see, then return null, just to be in safe side. And now we need to map here. So we don't need the closing bracket because JavaScript still. So MSG is an array. We can map it and we get the row, and we also get row, and we also get index of that row. And let's return this whole thing here. And remember that every time you loop any elements, you need to provide that main container a key property must be unique. That's for React, so that whenever you update the React component, React knows which tree to update. It doesn't allow like this, so you have to put if, like old style. Okay, now he's happy. Okay, we have a data coming, I can see that. So what we need is from row, we are getting row from here. From row we need row dot, what's this, sender, I think. Let's quickly have a look. Sender, message, and message by. Sender is the sender, date is date, and message is dot message. Actually this is not sender, it's a message by. And I think we need pretty much that for now. Let's see what data gonna come here. Okay, we got client, operator, date, message. Okay, now let's fix this one using CSS. we have given the classes here. So let's use some utility classes first to fix this part. One side of these two divs. So the sender, I'll make font weight same font like similar to this one. So I'm gonna say font weight bold, and text. Okay, save that. Okay, this part is done. Hang on, I need this to be on to margin top 2 or 3 so that I can see the separation. Okay, and now we need to push this message on the other side. Or we need to, okay, we wanted to make alternation. So if client shows this side, if operator shows this side, and the message switch over. So what we can do that is, first let's go send message. They are both in message history. Let's create some style sheet for this. We're gonna need a little bit of CSS here, so I'm gonna create a file called style.css and import that first. Import this file here. The file name is message history.css. And now let's go to the CSS file and we will apply CSS from here first. Message history. The first thing first, they need to be in two side by side showing. So we use flexbox to fix that problem. Flex row, flex direction row, and justify content space between. So this one will push the message to the other side. And now that part is done. Let's do the alternation part now. So alternation part, we use pseudo selector. So message history, the nth child, even means every second one. So what we're going to do is display, oops, we want this, right? But this, we want row reverse, so that way it just changes from left to right. I mean, starting from this way, it will change from that way. So this is how we have the alternation. And okay, and let's give some styling to our message box. What's the class name for it? Message. Okay, let's give some style to our message. First thing first, I want padding. I want padding 1 rem, and then width I want to take up to 80% of this parent width, and we need a radius of the border radius as well, so that we can see it's a box. Border, I'm gonna give 1 pixel, solid, and this a light gray. Okay, that's not solid. Okay, now we got that thing. Let's get this corner rounded a little bit. So border radius 0.25 rem. Okay, we got little nice round corner. Okay, let's put some more gap here. I want some space. Oh, let's go to ticket component here and margin top 4. Okay, that is pretty much, this is how it's gonna continue. Every time you have a new message, it will come down here. So let's now work on the reply part button here. So let's go and work on that. So what I want to do is, I just want to separate with HR first, and we will need a row again. So but we will have our another component for reply message. Okay, what I'm gonna do, let's create another component. Go to component folder. Let's create a component called update ticket, or reply ticket, maybe update ticket. Create a file. It's a component. And again, error function is a React component. Okay, here we're gonna need few things. Import react-bootstrap, we need form and the button. So we only need a input. So first I'll put the form from dot label. So just say that reply and then we'll put form dot control for the input. Just name detail, and this is as a text area, so you need to say area, and you probably want to have a bigger, like a 5 maybe, and self-closing tag, and then I'm gonna create a button here. Button reply variant info, and just give a type submit. Okay, let's see how it looks. Let's bring this one in our ticket page as well here. So we just need to import that. Let me take the advantage of the extension. Yeah, it's updated goal and rows. This is self-closing for now. Okay, reply is here. Let's put this little bit down and to the right. So let's create a div so that we can push to the right. Let's put the form button here. Save it. Now it will push to the right, and we give margin top, give 5 as well, maybe too much, 4, and I'll just keep some message here. That's a little bit too high, so maybe margin top 3 and margin bottom as well 3. And I want some text message here, message just above the form control. We can provide form.text. We'll give you a little nice text. Please apply your or update the ticket. So this is the one gonna show up here, and this is the message and reply button. All right. Okay, guys. That's any error so far? Okay, no error. Okay, so we need to get the value from this form. Let's quickly get the value from this form. So in our ticket page, let's create a state for us to hold the value of this message here, so that when we reply it, it will send through the API to update the ticket. So let's create a message called, a state called message, and set message, and the initial value is none, just empty. We have a message, and now we can pass message on our update ticket as well as MSC. It's a string, and let's receive that here, string, and let's call the props type as well. I'm just copying pasting because it's the same thing here. We need that for here as well. So that's the update ticket, also receives the message. It's now string type. Oops. String. Okay, so I just copied this one and that one and updated for this component. So that means string coming here, and this one goes for the value on our form control. And if you don't provide on change event and give value without it, it's gonna win. So we put handle on change. Let's test in our props type. This one is now function is required as well. If you can see, yeah, and we haven't passed this one yet. Let's receive first, and let's go and pass here, and let's create on the top. We have not created yet, so let's create here. So we will receive message every time we receive message. We can set message here, and that is a that value. Now you should know by now this one. And since we have updated value, we need to have a use effect, and we don't need any function to run. We just need to make sure every time this message updates, the component updates. And use effect must be imported from React as well as use state. Okay, now so this function must be passed through the component here, which we have, and the message is not the string. We have to pass the variable. So that's the variable. Save it. Let's see console. Okay, no error, just a warning. So that means we can type it, and okay, that's just still updating. Now we can type, and later on we'll have a on submit. Let's provide on submit as well, but there will be no action at the moment because we need to create our API for that. Okay, okay, let's create a function here called on submit. On submit, not gonna do anything, maybe just say alert submitted. This is where we are going to have to integrate our API and pass this one as a props through here, and we need to receive it here, destructure the object, and check our static type, props types, so that we are safe. And on the form here, on submit event, invoke this function. Oh, it's the double name. Yeah, now we can even check that one by doing here message, and if you submit, the form submitted. There you go, guys. We did quite a lot of work. I'm not sure if you can feel it, but I can feel it. Okay, so what next? I think we pretty much finished with in terms of the ticket, in terms of the UI. What's that? We got the ticket summary, the message, why coming subject. Let's quickly have a look. Something wrong there. What we supposed to have? Subject, ticket open, subject, and status. That looks a little bit better. Okay, close ticket. Okay, so this is all will be integrated with our API. So okay, then looks like our ticket landing page is done as well, guys. Congrats for making this far. If you are following along from beginning, you are awesome. Okay, now what we gotta do is push to our repo, right? Again, I'm not gonna do cleanup and anything at the moment, so it's already long enough. We can definitely have another session like a code refactor, another session like code refactor, another session for code refactor. If you want, you can write in comment section below, and then I'll go and refactor for you. Otherwise, you can refactor the code, and you can send me a repo, and I can have a look for you if you want to. Okay, so now let's get modified, edit, okay, git add all git commit added and git push. Oops. Let it push to our Git repo, and let's confirm that our repo is updated. So okay, I can see 4 days old only. Let me, okay, there you go, 30 seconds ago. So all of our updated codes are in here. You can see 44 seconds ago and so on. Okay guys, let me see what else. Okay, now we can reduce our this one there as well. Beautiful. These are the done tasks, guys. Now in the next tutorial we are going to add React router. Now you can see we are just loading all the pages from app.js one by one. This is not how you do it. I just wanted to make it separate so that you understand one thing better at one time, and then once you know how to do things, then you can do any way you like later on. So later on, what we're going to happen is that we're going to integrate React router, and we're going to navigate the page using React router. Okay, I think I use React router more than it has alphabet in its name. Okay, so the next thing what we're going to do is definitely again React router. I'm going to put in doing. So we're going to make a React router edit on our application and make application smooth. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Hope you like the video. Again, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or suggestion, you can always write me in the comment section. And if you haven't already, and if you want to receive more tutorial like this, then subscribe the channel. And in the next tutorial we are going to integrate React router DOM. Okay, then I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.